Alright, well I'm just heading up this to a trail called Jacob's Ladder here. It is a pretty like a technical downhill, which is super fun. And I don't do it often, but if you go a little higher than Jacob's Ladder, there's a cool rock they're gonna try to get to, make a little breakfast, just some oatmeal, and enjoy the view, and then downhill down and make a little video of it. This last section here is brutal in the climb, and so I'm in my spinning gear, and you can probably see me huffing and puffing pretty hard here, but it's basically just this rough ATV trail almost at the end, and it's steep, so hard to talk. Yeah, one thing I want to do up here I'm kind of curious about is I got some radios, and this peak's pretty high and it has a very clear view of my house, but it's about 9 miles away, which is pretty hard for like a walkie-talkie to pick up, and or a GMRS radio. And so, but a clear view. I have my other one at home, and I'm curious if my wife will be able to hear me speak and have a conversation with it being 9 miles. Here's the radio here. Let's see if I can get the antenna on and see if we can hear it all. And you can see the view. So we live like way over there on the other side of the valley, and so yeah, let's see if we can pick up anything and see if we can hear her. Hello?
Say hi. Hi, Dad.
Hey, could you hear me on the radio?
Yeah. So we just finished breakfast.
Nice, I can hear you guys pretty good. Well, sweet, that's pretty impressive that, yeah, no, it's 9 miles, not crazy, especially with no, you know, being on top of a mountain and having exactly a clear view of the house, but it's honestly pretty impressive how far, you know, those radios could go. And up here I have cell service, but sometimes when you get a little higher, there is no cell service, and so really if you wanted to communicate down, it'd be really easy with the radios, and yeah, there's a little bit of interference, I think, with someone else's channels. That's the one thing, is you pick up everything else because you're so high up, but you could easily, set a little sub-channel there and block out all that extra noise. So I wanted to go a little higher up before I opened up the food and made oatmeal, but man, it's pretty up here. You can see the sun is up for a little while now. It's not super early, but yeah, it's nice. But camera probably doesn't show it, but gotta climb up here, and this is just kind of like a rough, boring part of the trail, but there's a cool rock I want to get to. Well, it's a pretty cool spot to bring the bike. You can sit here, and honestly though, it's really windy. It'd be hard to start a little flame for cooking, so what I'm gonna do is probably just go down into the little valley here, into a crack, so I can get out of the wind. So recently I got this new little stove. It's crazy how small it is. It's a little titanium stove. I don't think it's like perfect. I think there's some other better ones like the Pocket Rocket by MSR, but I've never seen or had something this small before. It is tiny. I actually didn't even think when I got it that this was compatible with one of these bigger tanks. Of course I have a bigger tank with the small stove, but I just thought there's no way they sent me the right thing. It's titanium. It's crazy how small and light this is, and we'll give it a shot. I think the biggest downfall is it's not the best weatherproofing on it, so you gotta make sure you have some kind of shield. But I've never used it yet, and so we'll see. It doesn't have a sparker either, so you have to have some kind of ignition source, but I have a lighter with me. But I guess that also helps with keeping it pretty slim. So like I said earlier, I just basically have my own oatmeal. Just brown sugar, some cranberries in there. Like, it's easier just to bring a pre-packaged one, I know, but I find that there's so much sugar in those. It's a little bit too much for me, so I can at least control how much sugar with just adding my own brown sugar into this. It's just some rolled oats, so do that. Put some water in there and cook it up. not a lot of water, but within like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, I already got, you know, well, looks like it's like kind of boiling in there. Got the oatmeal almost cooked. Okay, so I'm gonna get back on the bike here. I think one of the worst feelings is putting on a helmet after it's sat out and you have sweat in it and it's cold. I hate that. But one of the best feelings is also drinking the rest of your water out of your bag, and your bag gets a lot lighter after. So both those things were just had, and I'm gonna get back on the bike here, put my chest cam on, and do a little recording. Actually enjoy the downhill, because the uphill kind of sucked, but the view, the food, and being able to go down makes it all worth it. Woo! I don't know, the camera might be shaking a lot. Woo, yeah. Yeah. All right. And this last part here I like to call the chute. So kind of just goes on this little chute valley thing, and then there's a little gap at the bottom. Woo! Well, one last climb there, made it to the car. Hope you enjoyed the video. Just a little adventure this morning, and I felt good to get out, ride a little bit, but also do a little cooking for some food, so yeah.